This week on the podcast, we've written songs about The Revenant. I could barely stay awake for this movie.
Nice. Because there's a bear.
Hugh Glass was barely alive.
Nice.
I could barely understand what Tom Hardy was saying throughout this movie.
That's classic Tom Hardy.
I can't bear to make these jokes any longer. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again talking about 2015's The Revenant. Andy, have you ever been to a commencement ceremony?
No. Have you?
Yeah.
Who's?
Isn't a graduation a commencement ceremony?
Ah, shit. Yeah, I have them.
Yeah, we all know you had to get your GED.
Yeah.
Andy
Good
put the
education degree.
That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what we mean when we say the GED.
Yeah.
I'm rhyming.
Yeah.
They call me Rhymin' Simon. Put a lime in.
Lemon what?
My drink. I got a seltzer.
You got a rhyme for seltzer? Good fucking luck.
You know, that's a great question. But that's not. I'm not gonna go with that rhyme. Never mind.
Okay.
Because if my wife asked me that, I'd belt her.
Whoa.
Hey, you wanted a rhyme for seltzer, brother bear.
Yeah.
But you know what? Or maybe I'd smelt her and turn into a little furnace.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I would never, Andy.
Of course not.
Because I don't have that kind of machinery.
Right. You don't have a smelting factory.
Yeah. Andy, how are you doing?
Well, first I'd like to say whoever smelt it dealt it.
Ooh, that's okay. That's important to say. That's an important thing to. Yeah, that's more of a PSA.
I think that everything we've said so far is important. I'm good. How are you, Robbie?
I'm doing well. I don't think your whole diatribe about bears was necessary at the beginning.
Robbie, that was you.
Nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows for sure.
You mean like nobody can tell the difference between the two of us?
I can barely do it.
Oh, and we're back.
Andy, had you seen The Revenant before?
I had not.
No, me neither. And I was also surprised that this was 2015. I thought this was much more recent. I thought this was 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, but, time is accelerating as you age.
That is true. We'll all be dead soon. Oh, I'm sorry, unalived.
I
don't want to get
this on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble.
You made a comment about Tom Hardy and not being able to understand him. That's like his fucking go-to, man. Bane.
Yeah, I know.
This. A third example.
Peaky Blinders, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
A third example.
Yeah.
If you don't know another example, you say etc.
Yeah.
That's how you sound smart.
I do a little thing.
Sometimes I say etc. after the first example, and everyone goes, "Oh, he's really good." This guy really knows his stuff.
This guy's something. Well, Robbie, what year did this movie come out?
That's such a good question that I'm going to answer it for you. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. It's 2015, the year of our Megazord, 2015.
That is the year of our Megazord. And I'm going to start at number 13.
You're going to have to explain to me why. I'm very confused. You said this last week. You said next week I'm starting at number 13.
Yeah.
Because they're fur trappers. That's why we say 13.
Precisely. It is The Revenant, which made $532 million.
And you know what I'm about to ask? On a budget of what?
I believe it was around 130 million.
Yes, according to Wikipedia, the Wicker Basketpedia, the Wickermanpedia, a little bird, the budgie of 135 million.
Yeah. Originally the budget was like 60 million.
Yeah, but this apparently went way off the rails in terms of film schedule. That's why they had to move it from Canada to southern Argentina.
Yeah.
Sergeant Tina.
Very good. I will say this previous episode, Ant-Man is number 14. So check it out.
Wow, this made more money than Ant-Man.
Sure did.
I can't, man, believe that.
Whoa, I'm surprised because most like big Oscar bait type movies, like they don't do super well. This did like really well.
It was Leo and a bear.
That's true.
There was also the whole thing going around at the time. It's like, Leo gets fucked by a bear. And I think a lot of people believed that. I'm not going to mention any names. But I think that drew a lot of people in.
For sure. For sure.
And then they went,
bear.
And then they went, oh, that type of bear.
Yeah, and that type of fucked.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go to the top. Well, also previous episode Inside Out is number 7, but I'm gonna go to the top 5.
Inside Gout.
Yep. It's a
you poke a hole. You take a little pin and you poke someone's gout, and it pops, and then just pus starts leaking out.
Dude, if you don't stop, I'm finna come.
Oh, this is bad.
Number 5 is Minions, which made $1.1 billion.
Mignon. Filet mignon.
Yep, it's about steak.
Yep.
Number 4 is Avengers Age of Ultron, which made $1.4 billion. Nothing? All right.
Well, I've made the same joke about Age of Ultron every time, and I can't think of another. It's just Age of Sultron, and he drops his pencil. Yeah. And he just waits for Tony Stark to come.
Listen, that's good stuff.
Yeah, but I was trying to think of something new. I was gonna say Pultron, but that doesn't mean anything.
It's like it's a robot chicken.
Yeah.
Pultron. Yeah. I realized that's already a thing after I said it.
Yeah, and now we're both being sued. Marvel's being sued. Oh, they're gonna destroy them.
Yeah. There's number 3 is Furious 7.
Furious 7?
Yep, Furious 7 with $1.5 billion.
Jeez, that's too much money.
Yeah, that's the one where Paul Walker died. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So
he was killed by that furious 7-year-old.
Yep. That kid was pissed.
Yeah, he was really angry.
Yeah. Number 2 is Jurassic World previous episode. This is the early days Royds review podcast. Previous episode, check it out. $1.6 billion. And number 1 is previous episode, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, with $2 billion.
The Force Kevin Bacons.
Yeah.
The Force Jamaicans.
Hey.
They go on vacation. It's nice. They went to an all-inclusive. They needed the vacation.
Yeah.
The Force Vacations.
Somebody stop this man.
What am I, the mask?
Yep. Previous episode, check it out. Hey. That's what we call synergy. Emphasis on the sin. Because we're naughty.
It's S-Y-N, so it's actually like a math thing, I think.
I don't know.
No, I think cosine's also with the... you know what? Forget it.
Brother, you lost me at math.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maths. For
our
UK
back.
Listeners, yeah.
Of course.
Andy?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about The Revenant?
Yeah.
I pronounce it with a B instead of a V. The Revenant.
That's cool. That's a cool
Important
thing to
do that.
Yeah.
The movie opens up with American soldiers burning down a Native American village in the Great Plains.
That was the part Robbie was cheering.
Dude. This kills the fur trapper Hugh Glass's wife. That's Leo DiCaprio. Off the bat, this movie looks beautiful.
Yeah, undeniably so. Yeah.
The problem for me becomes we start hovering on these visuals a little bit too long. And at this point in time, like even in 2015, a lot of these visuals, I don't know, I see on my desktop background at work. Like, it's not that impressive anymore to just get good nature pictures.
Yeah,
like, do you have
Go ahead.
Do you have Roku?
No.
Do you have a smart TV?
Yes.
Do you know how sometimes there are like nature backgrounds when you don't do anything for a little while?
Yeah.
At one point, I paused the movie and I hit play, and I thought that it didn't start playing. I was like, what's going on? Because it was just an extended shot of like the mountains at night. And I'm going,
Gotcha.
and I'm like, why isn't it playing? And Laura goes, it's playing. I go, this is just a background. She goes, no, it looks like it, but no, that's the movie.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think that this movie, as well as the performances and everything, it's kind of like, wow, they really went there, and like it was a tough shoot because of the elements and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, I can respect that. But at the end of the day, is this a good movie?
I was bored for a lot of it.
Yeah. And like, again, even if you take all that out, like, what is this story telling? It's just like, yeah, that guy, real vengeful. He will stop at nothing. And it's like, okay, cool.
Well, this is based on a real person.
Yes, and I did some research after watching this, and they made up a lot of stuff.
Yes, of course.
And that's fine. That's fine.
We're now with a group of fur trappers. We meet Tom Hardy, Domhnall Gleeson, and Will Poulter. I did not know any of these men were in this movie.
Yeah.
Because all the marketing was around Leo and the bear.
Yep. I thought Tom Hardy did a really good job.
I think he's the best part of this movie, unfortunately.
I agree.
Because he
Him and
keeps
the
throwing
bear.
around... Say it again?
Said him and the bear.
Yeah, little buddy comedy. Tom Hardy and the bear.
Oh, the bear's
Fitzgerald
fucking
and the
great.
bear.
The best scene of the movie.
Yes, it is. A naked man returns to the camp and he stumbles in and dies. Arikara warriors are ambushing the camp while Glass and his son are out skinning a deer. This opening battle is really cool, and it set the stage for me to go, oh, this movie's gonna fuck. And it didn't.
It does slow down significantly after this. Couple of cool, the camera doesn't cut during the fight, and that's really cool.
Yeah, we get some violent deaths here.
Yeah. But it's all like a oneer. I'm sure there are hidden cuts, but still impressive. I'm always impressed by a oneer.
One dude gets chopped in the head while he's strangling Leo.
Yeah.
It's funny, I actually have this string of notes here, and I did this without realizing. So I wrote, the one dude gets chopped in the head while he's strangling Leo, that's cool. Leo shoots a dude out of a tree, that's cool. A guy gets an arrow to the eye, that's cool. And that's when I realized, all right, I guess I think this battle is cool.
Yeah, you could sum up the whole thing with that. This is cool.
One dude shoots a horse, but not all the others. I don't know why. We watch him shoot exactly one horse, but then he starts to walk away.
I think that they kind of embellish the accuracy of these old guns. Because from everything I know, you can't hit the broadside of a barn with these fucking things. But these guys are just sniping.
Oh, yeah. This movie came out 3 years before it, but I absolutely feel like I'm just watching Red Dead Redemption at times.
We are going to go to Tahiti, and we are going to become mango farmers, Arthur.
But this movie feels like the first chapter. Like, we're just back in Coulter with the gang.
Yeah. And, what's Ditch doing? Why's he bringing us up here in the mountain? Gotta find John Marston.
The Collender boys died. We'll
Look out
find
for the-
Davey and Mac. We just don't know.
Gotta look out for the O'Driscolls.
For our viewers, because we're now a video, they might have seen my chair just lowered on me because I hit it with my calf.
You have a baby cow?
Yeah, I do. My baby cow came and lowered my chair for me. Very nice of him.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Tell him I say hi. What's his name?
His name is Moo Moo.
That's adorable.
Yeah, isn't it?
That's adorable, Rob.
Yeah. And,
Congratulations.
in just a couple of years, he'll be in my tum-tum. I would never be able to do that.
No, absolutely not.
My mom used to have these neighbors who every year around Easter, they would like get their own lamb and like you'd see the kids playing with it and then they'd slaughter it and eat it.
Yeah, that's fucking bananas. I'll eat a lamb.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
not gonna know the lamb.
Lamb is delicious, but I'm not going to play fetch with it first.
No, like I have relatives who live in the South, and they like have a farm, and they like name their animals. They get to know them, and then they kill them and eat them. It's like I don't
Steak
get.
tastes delicious.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand that mindset. Email in and explain that to me, please. Robbie's in the dark.
Oh, no. All right, well, my ring light just broke, so now I'm going to be the character that's not opened up yet, so enjoy that.
We gotta unlock Robbie as we go.
You'll unlock me later.
Yeah.
I always love seeing blood and water in these types of movies. It just looks really cool. Just like later on, we get some really cool shots of blood in the snow, kind of like Gangs of New York, and that looks awesome.
Yeah. Blood in snow is just the stark contrast between those colors. It just pops. It's great. It's great imagery.
Leo and the fur trappers escape. They're leaving this one guy behind, and he gets shot as he's yelling, "Don't leave," and he dies in the water. Love that.
Damn.
The Arikara are mourning their losses. One member of the tribe says that they'll trade the pelts with the horses and continue looking for her. We'll find out about her later on. The fur trappers travel by water. Tom Hardy keeps throwing out this phrase that, Andy, I've heard you use a lot. Can you tell me what that means?
What phrase? I don't know.
Something about the tree. Something, people about...
Oh, Robbie, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, Robbie. And that is false. That is a false accusation, Robbie.
The fur trappers leave the boat. Their plan is to travel through the forest. They have to leave the pelts behind so they can actually travel back to the fort. I really like this line from Hardy's character here. I don't have a life, I only have living, and the only way I have that is through these pelts.
Yeah.
The dude is just in it for the dough, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's the thing. The points that he's making are valid. It's just he's a real mean dude about it.
Yeah.
And if he was just a little kinder, it would be like, okay, yeah, I get you. But he's just a mean dude.
Yeah, he's just a jerk for no reason.
Yeah, he's a real rude dude. But I did like they kind of show why he hates Native Americans. It's because, well, one, he's a bad dude. But two, he was like halfway scalped.
That makeup looks awesome.
Yeah.
The makeup work in this movie is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, well, visuals. The visuals generally in this movie are incredulous.
I think everything is good about this movie, except the runtime and the story a little bit.
There's a lot of like meandering.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just like, it's kind of, look at what we did. Like, we did it. It's just doing that. It's like, yeah, cool. Tell a story, though.
This comes out the same year as Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, I believe.
Okay,
Which
I never
is
saw The Hateful Eight.
Better movie.
Okay.
They both are Western movies that take place in the snow.
Okay, so...
Yep, they both came out in 2015.
Quentin Tarantino is an exciting director, you know? Like, he makes exciting movies.
Right.
It's not really going for that. This is more like...
Oh, they're nothing alike. The two movies are absolutely nothing alike.
But this one's more like brooding and boring.
This movie is all process.
Yes. But when it hits, it hits.
Oh yeah. This opening set me up for what I thought was gonna be a banger. But ultimately I thought this was one of the most disappointing movies we've ever done.
That's kind of a good way to put it, because it's not bad.
No, not by any stretch. I would not call really anything about this movie bad.
No. It's a little lighter, like less meaty than I thought it would be. Like I thought this would make me think about something. But it's not a thinker. It's just like, hey, look, this guy's really roughing it. It's like, yep. Yep.
And then when we get the hallucinations later on, I think they're not impactful because it's like, this isn't this movie.
Right, like I don't care.
And like
I don't know that person. I barely know Leo.
Right, and they're trying to I get what they're trying to do when they show these buffalo skulls later on, but we don't do it enough. Like, if you really want to make this point, you need to hammer this home. Hammer that point home.
Well, like, we get to know Tom Hardy's character really well.
Yeah.
We don't get to know Leo's character very well.
But, like, we also never get to know the Arikara or the Pawnee very well.
No.
And, you know, this whole movie, when they show these bison skulls or these buffalo skulls, is trying to show us the pain that was caused by these Europeans and what happened here, but we don't do enough with that. You know, and especially when the movie opens up and we haven't seen these visuals yet, and we learn that Tom Hardy was scalped, it gets to this point where it's like, are we really trying to present a both sides argument here?
Yeah. And, like, that's okay to, like, have your narrative kind of be in a gray area. That's fine.
Right.
But, like, we just don't know anybody. Like, because you didn't show us.
Right.
You know? It's more about this guy just roughing it. And it's like, yeah, cool, but, like, why? You know?
And since he can't talk throughout most of the movie,
right,
we learn nothing.
Yeah, he got his gizzards.
Yep.
Is that the word? I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hardy keeps giving Leo shit. He calls his son a dog. As far as I can tell, my place is at the smart end of this raffle. Love that.
That's a good line.
I also
that's like kind of a running thing with Tom Hardy's cat Fitzgerald, I believe.
Yeah.
He likes to, like, when a rifle's pointed at him, he likes to just grab it like a madman. But he does that to Leo here, but Leo is more capable, I think. So, like, it doesn't work. But later in the movie, Fitzgerald does that to, like, 2 other people, and it works every time.
Well, I also think Leo is just smarter than Fitzgerald.
He is. He's better. He's better overall.
I think Fitzgerald is incredibly capable.
He is. But
I just don't think he's as smart. You know, we see later on, Leo outsmarts him. Glass outsmarts Fitzgerald.
But I think he has to outsmart him because he was fucked up by a bear and then traveled, you know, the countryside for, like, weeks.
Yeah.
So he's weakened. I think if he's, like, not weakened, he bests Fitzgerald pretty easily.
I wouldn't know about that.
Although I will say Tom Hardy, generally, big scary guy.
I don't know if he's tall. I don't think Tom Hardy's very tall, but
he's like fucking thick.
He's
know, like,
yoked. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah, especially like when he plays roles like this, it's like that dude's unhinged. Like, I'm scared of that guy. I'm afraid of Tom Hardy.
He
seems
also
like a nice guy in real life, but
yeah.
like,
but this character of Fitzgerald already has nothing to lose when this movie starts, and he makes that very clear. And this dude has already been scalped. This dude's already suffered through things like, I don't know, man. I think you put them both at their top strength, just fighting each other, it's a pretty even fight.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I like this dynamic between Leo and his son as Glass yells at him like, hey, you got to keep your mouth shut to survive at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of the fur trappers leave Hardy, Leo, Gleason, and some more behind. I kind of agree with Hardy. Get on the fucking boat.
Yeah.
As Leo and the gang are making their way through the forest, it's kind of cool seeing one guy like cutting his hair with the knife.
Yes.
I was wondering what he was doing at first.
You're just sawing at his hair.
I'd imagine when it's getting that cold, having long hair, and as you know, I'm a guy with long hair, having the long hair will help keep you warm. I don't know why you're cutting it.
I don't know. Maybe if it gets wet, it's more of a problem. Hypothermia and all that. I don't know.
I guess that's a possibility, but they're all wearing like hats and scarves and shit. I don't know.
Right. I'm just pulling at straws.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of straws over here, just pulling at them.
Yeah, I noticed that. That is weird.
Yeah. It's just something to do, you know?
Ah, smart. Yeah, you're a smart dude.
Yeah.
Leo sees a cute little bear cub, and guess what, dude? If you see baby, mama sees you.
Yeah, and we learned that pretty quick because he just turns around and it's right there.
Yeah, and she crushes his skull.
Dude, like the visual of it's standing, and as soon as the camera gets on it, it's on all fours and it's barreling towards him. I like, as a viewer, I'm shitting my pants. If I'm that guy, pants shitted.
Absolutely. When they find him, I'm surprised no one goes, "Oh my god, he smells like shit."
He shitted his pants. Apparently that's like, it's mocapped. It's like a guy in a blue suit.
Did you think they used a real bear?
No, I just like, it's interesting that, you know, you have to act against just like a big blue guy. You go, pretend that's a bear. It's like, okay.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very interesting how they did this, and like, this big dude's just tossing Leo around. Like, and you see all the injuries happen, like, because it's, the camera doesn't cut. You just see it. You see the whole thing. It's great.
Well, the bear is seemingly done with Leo until he decides to shoot it with his musket.
Well, I don't think it was done. I think it like took a little breather.
Yeah.
And because like he plays dead, and then it's like, okay, he's dead. But then like he sees it, he kind of sees it coming back. So that's where he slowly gets the rifle ready. And it's a good thing he did, because he blasts it right in the side of the neck or whatever.
You should not play dead with a bear.
What are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to make yourself big and scary.
Yeah, but what if he's already on top of you?
Well, Leo could have turned around and made himself big and scary.
I think it was too late, because that thing was barreling towards him.
Yeah.
What are you just
Again, he was pointing a gun at its babies, though.
That's truth. Although a bear doesn't know what a gun is, you know.
Yes, it does. It knows it's a man-made killing thing.
You think so?
By that point, yes. Bears had dealt with enough humans by that point. Well, the bear at least knew its cubs were in danger.
Yeah. I know you're supposed to make like a really loud noise as well. They don't like loud noises.
Yeah. Make yourself big and slowly back away making loud noises.
That's the thing. They say to do that stuff when it's just the bear, but when the cubs are there, they say like, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with like bobcats. Or really any
cats.
Yeah, exactly. Meerkats.
Yeah. Oh, Robbie cats.
You know, any vicious animal, if you see the baby, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're absolutely toast, brother bear, avocado toast. You're
Brother
the reason
bear.
millennials can't buy houses.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Well, Leo just got mauled by a bear, but he fucking kills it.
He
kills
does.
That bear.
This bear comes back and Leo just stabs the hell out of it.
That's
and
great stuff.
The bear just falls on top of Leo. The cubs start crying. I'm crying because the cubs lost their mama.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
And the fur trappers are like, we got cubs over here. Look at it. It's Ernie Banks.
Yeah, but this is where, like, you know, they do their best to save him. But Fitzgerald is like, what are you doing? The guy's dead.
He's right.
He's right.
Fitzgerald is 100% right here. Put him out of his misery.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's the 1800s. You're dead. And if you're not dead, the infection will kill you. There's no antibiotics.
there are so many things in this movie that would have killed him.
Yes. Now,
And-
I know that in real life, he did get mauled by a bear. He did get his throat slashed.
Yeah.
Most of the attack was on his rear end, though. Like, it took a big old chomp out of his tushy. Yeah.
Ooh.
And,
I want to go meet a bear.
hey, you know what I'm saying? But, he did survive. No infection or anything. But he died, 10 years later, just, doing dumb shit.
We'll talk about how he died in real life. That's a trivia question later on.
Hey.
Hardy or Fitzgerald criticizes him for taking the shot, throwing out another slur in the process. He's like, you shouldn't have shot at the bear. What was he supposed to do, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets tackled by Leo's son. The Arikara approach the French. They ask for horses and rifles, and the French are like, nah. And the leader tells them to fuck off. I think this is Elk Dog. The leader of the Arikara. Sick name, Elk Dog.
That is a cool name.
He tells the French to fuck off because someone took his daughter, Pawaka. That's who they're looking for. He tells the French he's taking the horses anyway, and he's like, all right, yeah, give him 5.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that once Elk Dog is like, you know why they call me Elk Dog? Because I'll fucking gore your ass. And they're like,
yeah, hell yeah, brother.
give him 5 horsies.
Yeah.
Give him 5 little nay-nays.
Yep. That's definitely what they say. He
Yeah.
says, watch me whip and watch me nay.
And then the guy starts whipping the horses. Is this what you want me to do? I don't understand.
He whips the nay-nays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Famous quote from The Revenant, 2015. The Revenant.
Will Poulter makes Leo the bear claw trinket. I think that ups his dead eye 5%.
Yeah. You know, Will Poulter, good actor.
Excellent.
Yeah, also huge glow up. Ladies love him now.
I get it. He's a really handsome dude. Did you see Where the Millers?
Yeah.
That's a fun movie.
Yeah. I don't know how he went from that to what he is now. Probably working out.
Probably working out, got a good agent. I mean, he has great talent. He's excellent in this.
Yeah, and he's British.
Yeah, his accent's not slipping in the West. His accent is not slipping in this the way Domhnall Gleeson's is.
Who's that again?
That's the guy from Star Wars. I'm the spy.
Oh, him. Yes.
He's the captain in this, the red-haired dude.
Yes. He's doing his best. I don't think he's up to par with the rest of them.
He's not bad, but every now and then that accent, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, he's Irish.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's accent is, it's hard to understand, but it's good. He's sticking with it.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just forget Tom Hardy is British.
Yeah. In fact, it took until halfway through this movie where I was like, that's Tom Hardy.
I watched this twice this week, as I do, meaning 5 hours of my week was devoted to The Revenant.
Yeah.
And so when I watched it at work, I didn't realize that was Tom Hardy because I was watching it at work until I started watching it at home. And Laura immediately went, is that Tom Hardy? And I looked up, I was like, it is Tom Hardy.
Yeah, so that's acting. That the actor pretty well, he's in a lot of big stuff, is lost in that role. It's fucking great acting.
I had no idea at first, yeah.
To be honest, I don't know if he did win the Oscar for this, but
Leo
I think
did.
he should have. Right, but would he have won Best Supporting Actor or something?
I can tell you right now if they won any awards. I think
I'll
Leo
tell you
did
what.
win the award for this.
Leo did, but I'm wondering if Tom Hardy did. I think he should have. I think he's doing more acting than Leo in this.
I think he's better. No, I agree. I think he's absolutely better than Leo in this. Nope, Tom
Leo-
Hardy was nominated, but he did not win.
That's I don't know who won. I mean, it's all bullshit anyway. But Leo is, he's great. He's fucking Leo DiCaprio, but he's physically acting. He's physically truly having a horrendous time. And I think that's why. I think it was also kind of a lifetime achievement thing. They're like, this guy's a good actor, but he never wins. Let's give it to him.
But like he was too young for a lifetime achievement Academy Award.
Right, but like every year he's in like the Oscar movies, but he never wins. I don't know. I get it. I don't know. They did the same thing with like Sandy Bullock a couple of years ago with a couple of years before with the Blind Side.
Oh, about the blind football player.
Yep. You ever see The Blind Side?
No.
It's a bad movie. And Sandra Bullock is bad in it. Sandra Bullock's not a good actress.
Okay.
There, I said it.
No, that's a stretch.
Name it.
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality is fine. It's fine.
She's America's sweetheart. I didn't say she deserves an award for it. I said she's good in it.
Out of here. She's all right. She's fine.
No, you said she's a bad actress.
Okay, that's a bridge too far. I apologize.
That's what I was defending. I'm not saying she's Meryl Streep.
No, I understand. I went too far, and I apologize. Sandy Bullock, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
She is. She writes in every week.
Every week. She's like, guys, do Miss Congeniality. We're like, no, we're not going to do your movies.
And then she said, fine, then do The Revenant. And we were like, all right.
Oh, all right, weird. All
right. Sandy Bullock did not ask us to do The Revenant.
No, she didn't.
No, she did ask us to do Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, and we continually refuse.
Yeah. I don't know why we're doing that to her. She offers to do the show with us.
Oh, it would be incredibly great for us, but we're stupid.
Yeah. No, we are. We're just dumb. We're bad businessmen.
Yeah. Bad, triple B, big bad businessmen.
Yeah. The fur trappers travel through the forest carrying Leo, and he does just seem like a burden at this point.
Yeah, he's just like on a slab, like gurgling. Like,
Gleason finally makes the call to kill Leo, but he can't do it. He's like, put a cloth over his eyes, and he's like pointing a gun. But it's like, you're making the call to kill him. You're putting the cloth over his eyes. If you can't do it, hand that gun to Fitzgerald, who is clearly chomping at the bit to do it.
Yeah, he'll do it with a big old smile on his face.
Yeah.
Let's go quick, just blam. All right, let's move.
Yeah, and he's not wrong. And I'm sorry, Leo's son. I know that would suck for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid is in a bad way, though. If Leo dies, they're just like, now you're just with us, boy.
Yeah. That sucks. That truly sucks. Yeah, it's like Fitzgerald is right. Kill him.
You gotta.
He's a bird.
He's a bird.
He's a bird.
Let's ditch this guy. He's a bird. Y'all are birds, and Fitzgerald just leaves.
Yeah.
Leo's son talks to him. Oh, sorry. Gleason offers a bonus to anyone who stays with Leo until he dies. So instead of just giving him a quick death, they're like, all right, anyone want to stay with this man in the freezing cold as he's clearly suffering, and then they'll give him a nice burial.
I just want to watch this man die slowly.
I don't understand why Leo comes back and he's like, I'm cool with you, Gleason.
Well,
like, I know he's mad at Hardy for killing his son. I understand that's why. But he should be pissed at everybody.
I don't know. I think that it's clear Gleason is, he's young, he's green, he's scared.
You're saying he's green because he's Irish?
No.
Is that an Irish crack, Andy?
Wait, Gleason, that's Will Poulter?
No, Domhnall Gleeson. I'm using his real name.
Oh, I'm goofing. Never mind. Yeah, he should be mad at him. I thought you meant Will Poulter.
No. I used real names because I wasn't catching on to the character names in the movie for a while, except for Glass and Fitzgerald.
Same. That's the only two I remember.
Yeah. So,
and Hawk.
No.
Hawk is his son.
Yes.
Ethan Hawke, famous actor.
Famous actor Ethan Hawke
Yep.
is Glass's son. Yep, Hugh Glass's son is Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
In real life.
Sure. Yeah, Ethan looks great for his age.
He does.
No.
Everyone offers Hardy their shares to stay with him. It's like, if you all want him, why don't you stay then?
Yeah, I don't. It's So Hardy, I mean, it makes sense that he would be like, all right, I'll take their shares, kill them, and then get back to the camp, and then probably steal from the redhead guy anyway, and then be on my way. I'm going to Texas or whatever. Like he's a pretty simple guy.
And Domhnall Gleeson knows exactly what's going on and is like, all right, we want 3 people to stay with him.
Yeah. But like, if you're in charge, just be like, no, you can't stay with him. I know you're gonna kill him, so no, you can't stay with him.
But like, then everybody else is like, we'll give you our money if you stay with him.
Yeah.
Because no one else wants to stay except for Poulter, who's giving up his money anyway.
Right, and Hawk, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks. That's his daddy.
Yeah. Hawk talks to Leo. He has visions of his wife dying. He comes across a pile of bison skulls. Hardy tells Poulter the story of him getting scalped. That's icky.
Yeah, it's yucky.
Hardy offers to kill Leo.
There's some biting commentary that we had on that scene. That's icky. Yeah, that's yucky.
It is. Because, like, we talked about how good the makeup looks, but he goes into so much detail about it that I'm like, ew, stop. I'm girding my loins.
Ew.
Hardy offers to kill Leo, and he wonders what he's holding on to. I do think that's really interesting. This is, I think, Hardy's best scene in this movie. When he's offering to kill him, and he's like, you just blink. All you gotta do is blink, and I'll hold that right in your mouth. And
just like pressuring him into dying. It's incredible. And you see him hesitate, but then he's like, all right, fuck it. Kill me.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It's also the idea of all you gotta do is blink. And that's all he can do. Because at some point, he has to blink.
Yeah. But, like, he's smart. He's like, think about your boy. Think about your boy. Like, you shouldn't be out here. It's dangerous. Like, get him out. You gotta die. That's crazy, brother.
As Hardy is killing Leo, Hawk sees him and stops him. Hardy stabs Leo's son in front of Leo, and he's frothing at the mouth, dude.
Yeah.
Hugh Glass is going rabid, and Hardy does give a good shit after he does it, because he's like, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. It was just like his instinct is to gut you with a knife.
Gut you like a fish.
Gut you bow to stern.
Hardy wakes Poulter up, and they both leave because he's like, come on, we got Arikara coming. We got to get the fuck out of here. And they, like, bury Leo alive.
Yeah.
Poulter, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he puts, like, the flask on him as he's leaving, or the canteen.
Yeah, with the weird carving on it.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. He's going, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny for some reason.
Great acting.
Yeah. Leo crawls out of his shallow grave and sees his son's dead body. Poulter realizes Hardy was lying to him, and Hardy admits that he was lying. And we also learn that Poulter is not a killer at all, because he doesn't even have gunpowder in his gun.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah.
That's a really good scene. Where he's like, you said that there were a bunch of, you said there was 20. Now you said there's only like a dozen. He's like, what's the fucking difference? Like, fucking bunch of them.
I'm gonna be honest. I also understand that. Like, at that point, I wouldn't think he's lying, because to me, I don't know. You get one quick glance, and you're saying 12
a bunch of guys.
Yeah, 12, 20. Because even I didn't sit there counting feathers.
Right.
But it's like, that's a good point. Like.
But I like that he's not a very good liar.
No.
So he's just like, yeah, fucking so what? I did it. Like, he was gonna kill us anyway. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
And that's where he like, so when he kills Hawk has the rifle to Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald just pulls it out of his hand and beats him with it. Right? And then he does the same thing to Will Poulter. He's like, get that gun out of my face. He just yanks it and then beats him with it. And just Will Poulter, like, crying because he's just like, he abandoned Leo. Hawk's probably dead. And now, like, I'm stuck in the wilderness with this fucking hulking psychopath.
Yeah, because he knows if he does anything this guy doesn't like, he's done for.
He'll just kill me.
Yeah.
He can easily kill me. You just yoinked that rifle out of my hand like it was nothing.
And the guy knew me. He goes, "You're not a killer. That rifle's not loaded. There's no gun in it."
Yeah, it's good stuff. But also, I have a question. When Leo crawls over to his child, his dead kid, and the camera gets real close and he breathes out and his you could see his breath and then it becomes the sky. How'd you like that?
I thought it was cool, except it went on for way too long. If this is the scene I'm thinking about, because for a while we just hear him like,
yes.
And I'm like, that was cool.
So it was
along.
artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
Interesting. It kind of broke the immersion.
Yeah.
It's like you just fogged up the camera lens.
They do that a lot in this, because later on when he's in the horse, they fog up the camera lens.
Yeah.
Don't
it
do
breaks
that.
my immersion. Yeah. Like I'm in it with them. I'm like, whoa, man, this is crazy. Oh, it's a camera.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think later on I have that exact question I was going to pose to you.
Well, I beat you to it, Rob.
You did beat me to it. I do. I literally have on page 4 of my notes, I wrote, "Andy, what do you think of this thing where Leo fogs up the camera lens when he breathes?"
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I get it. It's artsy fartsy and it's cool guy stuff, but like, I'm immersed in your movie because it looks so good and the acting's so good. I'm like in this world.
Right.
And you took me out of it.
Leo puts a flower over his son's mouth and he sets off. I do enjoy him eating the frozen buffalo meat. Right away, we're seeing how desperate he is.
Yeah.
The Iñárritu continue their search. They find Leo's son dead in the snow. We get a beautiful shot of a river from a cliff, but again, it just looks like a screen background at this point. Like, I've seen these photos before in life. Like, I know they're trying to make it look beautiful, but at the end of the day, anyone can just go to a spot with a camera and film it.
I see what you're saying.
Am I being unfair with that? I just feel like in 2015, it's not that impressive. If you did this in 1995, it's more impressive.
I see what you're saying, but I think it takes more of, like a cinematographer's eye to like get the good, because like I could go to these places and like, yeah, could I take some nice pictures? Sure, but they wouldn't look anything like in this movie or like on the Google images, Like,
yeah, but that's, I think what I'm thinking is like, yeah, you or I would not take a photo this well using our iPhone.
Right.
But when I log onto my computer at work and I just see these rotating backgrounds, it's just these images that some professional photographer took. Like, again, I'm kind of being unfair to the movie here, but I'm just going, I'm not impressed by this because this is 2015. I've seen National Geographic before.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know what to add or take away from that.
No, that's fair. It's like, it's a beautiful shot. Do not get me wrong.
Sure. But like they didn't make that,
Right.
It was there.
Exactly. Yeah. Like when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption and I'm like, holy hell, someone created this beautiful world.
Yeah.
This is just, you got in a helicopter with a good camera.
I think it's Heckalopter, Robbie.
My bad. I'm so stupid. Stupid, Robbie. Stupid.
Just to backtrack a little bit, I had a note that I forgot to mention. When Tom Hardy rips the rifle out of Will Poulter's hands, he turns it on him and he pulls the trigger and it clicks. And he's like, not even gunpowder in this.
Yeah.
And it's like, you were just going to kill him. Like, with nothing. Like, it was nothing. You were just about to take that kid's life.
Yep.
And then he's like, well, there was no gunpowder. I guess I'll keep you around. That's crazy.
Well, I guess I've changed my mind.
Yeah, it's just like really good characterization for both of them. Because again, he's crying. He's like, "Wow, this guy almost killed me. He would kill me in an instant. I better just be on his side, be useful, so I can stay alive."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just great stuff. More of this.
Yes. Their dynamic is the best in the movie.
Yeah, more of this, less of Leo crawling for miles.
Leo cauterizes his throat wound. It is rather gnarly the way he like starts the fire and then puts it right to his throat. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, he puts like that little like bit of gunpowder in there, so it like cauterizes it. But he like just stuffs like a little like, and then lights it, and it blows up. And he's like, oh my god, dude.
He also uses a rock to write Fitzgerald into another rock, which is just a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I think it's just because he can't really talk, so this is
instead of yelling out Fitzgerald,
he just writes it real big.
Well,
like, well, he's like, I'm getting my revenge. Like, I should be dead, but I'm literally only alive because of the revenge fuel.
Yes, because we get another scene here. Leo is getting shot by the Arikara, and somehow he's getting missed by every arrow and then survives going through these rapids.
Yeah, in ice cold water.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Hardy and Poulter come across a native village. It's been decimated. All its people have been slaughtered, except for one, and Poulter leaves them food.
That was a cool scene too.
Yeah, I like that.
And I like how he's just like this dude will fucking kill you. This dude will fucking kill you. Like, just take the food I gave you.
Hardy tells a story about a guy who says he found God, but it's a squirrel. Hardy says that he shot and ate that son of a bitch, and I have a question. Did he mean the squirrel or the guy?
Probably the squirrel.
I hope so, but I genuinely didn't know.
Nah. I think capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's ruining this country is capitalism.
Yep, that very good. Very, very good. Leo has another flashback, and we see him get ready to shoot the lieutenant or whatever. He catches a fish and eats it raw, and this dude is gonna love sushi when it's brought to the States.
Hell yeah, brother.
He also sees a pack of wolves take down a buffalo, but doesn't get the hell out of there for some reason.
Yeah. And the wolves leave him alone.
Yeah. He wakes up.
They got their hands full with the buffalo, I guess.
I guess so, but still, get out of there.
Yeah.
He wakes up and sees a wolf on fire. A dude is scavenging what is left of the buffalo. The dude throws Leo a piece of buffalo meat, and he dives right into that buffalo liver.
Yeah.
That was done for real, apparently. He ate buffalo liver.
Yes. Yeah. Because the vegetarian thing that they threw him looked really fake, and he was like, nah, give me the real thing.
That makes sense.
He's a vegetarian.
Yeah. Leo tells the man that his men left him for dead and they killed his son. The man says that he also lost his family and he's on the search for more Pawnee. Hardy and Poulter return home and they tell Gleason, who has also apparently returned home. We saw him and the other men randomly throughout this time, and I thought they were getting lost, but apparently not. Because like we would just see them like walking and they would just yell at each other for a minute and then they'd cut to something else. Basically, the movie telling us don't care about them. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But like, if I'm not supposed to, don't even show me them then. Just have them. Okay, they're going home. I know they're going home.
Right.
Gleason tries to pay Poulter too after he's paid Hardy, but Poulter just walks out angrily. We get a genuinely nice scene here as Leo and his new buddy are just catching snowflakes in their mouth.
Yeah.
That's cute. A bit of levity.
Yeah. About time.
Yeah. Leo's new buddy builds him a shelter to help him survive the storm. If this was Marty Scorsese, you just know the stones would be blasting right now.
Yeah. Give me shelter twice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Quite literally giving him shelter.
Apparently the actor who played that guy, he built that hut for real, and he built it because that's something his dad used to do. That he like learned it from him, and he was like, yeah, this is like an actual medicine hut that like our people would build.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
let me do it, and he did it. That's fuck.
Leo has some hallucinations. He sees his son in a burnt down building. He starts hugging his son, but it turns out it's a tree. Talk about tree huggers.
His son was a tree the whole time.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What a twist.
Leo wakes up. He follows some footprints and finds his buddy lynched by the French. En étude des sauvages, or en étude des sauvages, I think it's pronounced. I could be wrong.
I think it's omelette du fromage.
That's true. It says we are all savages in French.
Oh, I thought it was omelet with cheese.
That's also what it means. Dual meanings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, French is an interesting language.
It is an interesting language. Leo watches the French. They have Pawaka. Leo and Pawaka escape separately as Leo kills some French dudes. This is the part I'm cheering.
Yes. Could Leo have not got there just like a little sooner? You know?
Well, he watches him like take her to the tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, couldn't you have intervened a little sooner? You know what I'm saying, brother?
This guy, he definitely lets this guy nut before he stops him. I don't know why he doesn't just slit his throat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, did he let her do it?
She holds him hostage because she's like, I'll cut off your balls. And then later on, he is dead because there's a battle breaks out, but...
Right. Okay.
At a party, Hardy asks Gleason for more money. Gleason tells him that nobody's getting paid until they get the pelts, and that pisses Hardy off because his job was not to watch the pelts, it was just to get them.
Right.
Leo sleeps. He gets ambushed by the Arikara. He takes off on his horse, and his horse just runs right off a cliff.
Yeah, and he falls into a tree, right? And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, he's just like holding on at the top of that tree. But then we see him on the ground. It's like he fell?
Yeah.
Is he not dead? Is
He should be.
fine? He's fine. He gets up.
This was too much for me at this point.
Yeah, you can't, like, I understand the whole movie's like, oh, the indomitable human spirit. Like, lust for vengeance will keep you alive. Like, sure. You can't fall off a cliff, though.
No,
like,
no. And a horse wouldn't just run off a cliff like this.
No.
In Red Dead, you can't even make your horse do that. It's very hard.
It is hard. You gotta spam square. Or
Yeah.
whatever to make him jump.
So, this would not happen. He would not survive this. I don't care.
No. He also, they pull a Star Wars and he just cuts it open and...
That's pretty
in
cool. I love watching him remove all the organs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we
it's
get to
pretty
see a
yucky.
little Leo tush.
My favorite part.
Ooh.
He stays in the horse because I guess he could see that there's a snowstorm coming.
Yeah.
So he gets in the horse. And
This
then,
is where I was asking you, what do you think about him fogging up the
yeah,
camera?
bit much for me. Then he emerges weeks later, a beautiful butterfly.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
He flies to camp.
Yep, what a twist.
Leo climbs out of the horse. He walks through the snow all sad and stuff.
Climbing out a horse, cutting out a horse and getting in a horse.
Nice, dude.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it's like to be in a horse, but I know what it's like when a horse is in me. Painful.
Hey.
A man shows up to the camp. He has the canteen that Leo dropped.
Yeah.
All the
They're like,
men-
where'd you get this?
Yeah, and they're like, I need food. And he goes, yeah, you want food? You gotta fucking give us something first. He's like, I gave you the canteen.
Yeah, they're like, no, where's our boy, you Frenchie?
Say it right, shouter.
Yeah.
All the men go out looking for Leo as he arrives home. Gleason then comes back and he is furiously looking for Hardy.
Yeah, well, it was pretty dumb of you to take all the men and leave Hardy there alone.
I know. Because Hardy robs them blind.
Yeah, like you're an idiot. You deserve this.
Gleason tells Poulter that he's now a prisoner charged with treason. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Leo gets looked at by a doctor and vows revenge, but he's got to clean himself up first. Like, he's got to go out, but first, let me take some time to wash off my face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how lustful for vengeance I am. I would be like, yo, I need a shower. It's been weeks.
Nobody was showering at this time, though. Just go out and get him.
Yeah, but you got to put that hot water on you.
Yeah, I get that.
But
they do outside in the snow anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't around back then. I don't know what's going on. But a lot of this is it's like Fitz is right most of the time, but like I think it's a battle between like empathy and apathy, because like he's incredibly apathetic and everybody else is like, but Leo's our boy. And it's like, yeah.
Exact direct quote from the movie.
Yeah, but he's our boy.
We can't leave him to die. He's our boy.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know. I just don't think that's enough for this 2.5-hour movie about a guy just schlepping it,
I agree.
But, I did like how Leo was like, Will Poulter, he's not the bad guy. Like, he's telling the truth.
He confirms to Gleason, he's like, Poulter was lied to.
Yeah.
Attack back, where's me?
Yeah. With sweet.
They gotta make it cute.
That's fucking hilarious, yeah. By a quiz sweet. They're like, you know what? We're gonna kill you, actually. We're gonna let Fitz go. We're gonna kill you.
Leo and Gleason go out looking for Hardy. Hardy and Gleason face off. They shoot at each other. This alerts Leo. By the time Leo finds him, this dude is dead and scalped.
Yeah, so like, did Tom Hardy scalp him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a psychopath.
I guess. You know what he did? He scalped him and he was like, does this fit? Nah, damn it doesn't fit.
No, he leaves it flapping off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then out of nowhere, there's an avalanche that amounts to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I wonder if that just actually happened. And they just like, they were like, keep rolling, keep rolling.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Leo pulls a fast one on Hardy. I think this is a really fun trick, as he has the dead body supported by a stick or a branch on the horse.
Yeah.
And then when he pops out, surprise, motherfucker! And just...
Yeah, that was good stuff. But also, that's what I'm talking about, is like, how did Tom Hardy snipe with a musket? Like, he was like 2 football fields away.
They had those sniper guns. They have the sniper guns in Red Dead.
Yeah, but that's 1899.
This is 1823.
Ah, there's one of my trivias.
Ba-boom! Bazoom! Bazoom! We're on Zoom.
Hey, there you go. Full circle moment for us.
Comes together.
Yeah, yeah.
Leo and Hardy exchange shots. Hardy runs off. Yeah, Hardy can snipe from miles away, but they're missing each other this close.
Did he hit him, though? Did Leo hit Tom Hardy? I think he did.
I think he hit him in like the shoulder.
Yeah, it wasn't like a vital area.
Yeah, you're shooting to kill. Shoot to kill!
Yeah. That's what that song's about.
Yeah.
About exactly. Hugh Glass. and John Fitzgerald, or whatever his name is.
Kennedy. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. This is JFK.
Oh, shit.
We have got to let him die. We should leave.
I was paid to collect fur, not to watch it. I don't know.
I was killed by the FBI, CIA.
It's a direct quote.
Yeah.
That's what he said right when he got shot.
Yeah,
that was his last words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo chases Hardy down. Hardy tells Leo he should have raised a man and not a little bitch.
Yeah.
And then Leo attacks him with a hatchet. That's a fair response.
Yeah, this is where I was kind of like, the fight itself shouldn't, like, it didn't do anything for me. It was just like two guys like hacking at each other.
I liked this fight. I thought it was very real.
Yeah, it's real for sure, but like, I thought
Leo
it was kind of dumb.
actually hacked at him with a hatchet.
For real?
Yeah, Tom Hardy died.
Holy shit, he killed Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
That's acting.
Yeah.
Like,
dedication to the craft.
Of course.
To the craft brewery.
The Kraft mac and cheese.
The craft box.
Yep.
It's a type of box.
Okay, the crafting mechanic in a video game.
The craft works. The band.
Scraping the bottle. Scraping the bottom, I should say.
Yeah, I scraped my bottom this morning. That was after I used the toilet.
Of course. You sandpaper instead of toilet paper. And he scraped his bottom. But Leo comes at him like overhead with the hatchet. And he's like easily blocked. What are you doing? Like, you're a smart guy. You just had this elaborate plan, and now you're just like, I'm crazy, man. It's like, just think about it, man. You could kill this guy. Just,
very
like,
easily.
Outsmart him.
Yeah.
You're smarter than him. But I don't know. Then he gets his ear bit off, which amounts to nothing. It's just like violence for violence sake. Like,
it's just a fight.
Yeah, a drag out fight. And I like drag out fights, but I think it was 2.5 hours, and I was just like, let's wrap it up, guys.
Yeah, that I kind of agree with. I was like, let's move. Especially because Leo also doesn't even get the final kill.
Right, and like, there's a bit of poetic justice in that because he hates, natives. So like, have him die by their hand, that's fine. But like, after all this, to have him like almost not make it was like kind of annoying. It's like, I didn't just watch this 2.5 hours to watch him lose. Like, come on.
That would have been so funny if the movie just ended after Hardy took the shot. And I was like, oh my god, he killed Leo right then and there.
Oh, what a waste of my fucking time.
Before Leo...
Go ahead.
Before Leo kills Hardy, he sees Arikara. He realizes revenge is in God's hands. And just sends him down the river, and they kill Hardy and scalp him. Eventually, we see his body just floating down the river. That's pretty cool.
And they just give Leo a nod like, what's up?
We'll let you live.
Yeah, you're good. You're cool with us.
Leo walks into the forest. He sees his wife, and I'm pretty sure he dies.
Probably.
Credits.
Who cares?
Yeah, sure. Works for me.
Yeah, long movie.
Very long movie.
Yeah.
Little too long, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I can appreciate, you went on location. It was a grueling shoot. Cool.
It is
That's
cool.
it, though. That's it.
Yeah. It looks great. The acting's great. I just was kind of bored.
I'm going to forget this movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to forget it.
You know what we shouldn't forget?
To go to Letterboxd?
Exactly.
Hey now, brother.
You can follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. Let me go to the Revenant. What a
I like this bit.
Yeah.
I like this bit. You got going. It's good stuff.
Baby Robbie.
I got mauled by a Gwiz.
Oh no, I got mauled by a little Grizzly-ware.
They're like, wow, he got mauled by a glizzy? He got mauled by a grizzly bear.
He got mauled by a glizzy bear.
Hey.
He had hot dogs for claws.
It was delicious.
Yeah, I loved it, actually.
Yeah. I would say 3 stars for this.
I do think this is a disappointing movie, but it's not bad. I was going to go 3.5. But I'm okay with 3 also.
The thing is, it's just like, it's weird. It's all spectacle, but like spectacle, like not CGI. Like they did it.
Yes.
And it's all like, look at what we did. And like, as a story, it's not very compelling at all. The characters aren't that compelling either. It's more the elements and, man versus nature, the undying will to survive, with vengeance as your fuel. cool. It's been told before. Probably better.
Yeah.
But this movie looks really good. So there's that.
That's the thing. It looks good, but again, it doesn't look any better than things I haven't seen before. You know, just watch a nature documentary if I want to see a lot of this.
Right.
I think the acting is excellent.
I agree.
And I think that helps a lot. But it's just, a lot of it is just Leo crawling through the snow. And he's had his throat slit, so he's not even talking. He's just going,
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of times when that's literally what he's doing. He's just grunting, and it's like, this is more annoying than anything else.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just like, can you imagine, you know, you double your budget, all this pain, all this hard work, and your movie's fine. You know?
It's a shame. But then again,
Yeah.
I don't think they really care what we think.
You are almost 100% correct.
That being said, you did talk me into it, so I knocked it down to 3 stars.
Okay, yeah, 3 stars. It's fine.
Follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. We just gave The Revenant 3 stars.
Now, if you agree or disagree, feel free to email in, because, like, you know, Robbie and I don't want to speak for Robbie, but, like, you know, actual movie critics. So, like, maybe we're missing something about this movie. But
Saw the bear.
I did see a bear, too. It was a Gwizwy.
It was a Gwizwy.
Yeah, email in and let us know if we're stupid.
Well,
right? Because
we are stupid.
Yeah, but let us know if we're, like, particularly stupid about this movie. Because I'm always 100% open to, like, you know, critiquing my opinion and why my opinion is maybe not as informed as it could be, you know? Let us know.
Tell us why we're dog shit.
Yeah, tell us why we're a bunch of fucking morons.
Now, to prove how stupid we are, I have 4 trivia questions.
So I had 3, but Robbie very selfishly and rudely took one of them.
I'm a monster.
Truly. Well and truly.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Why can the French only get half price for the pelts from the Arikara? They're too old. They're torn. They're already branded. They have frostburn.
They have frostburn.
That is incorrect.
They're already branded.
That is correct. They're already branded because they were stolen.
Ah. Okay. What movie did Leo drop out of to do this? Was it Interstellar, The Theory of Everything, Steve Jobs, or The Imitation Game?
The Theory of Everything.
Incorrect.
Steve Jobs.
Correct.
Oh, is he going to play Steve Jobs?
He was going to play Steve Occupations.
Oh, very good.
Is it?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Oh. What Native American tribe was Hugh Glass's wife a part of? Pawnee, Arikara, Cherokee, Sioux.
Pretty sure it's Pawnee, right?
It is Pawnee. Pawnee,
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah. Who was slated to play John Fitzgerald, but had to drop out? Was it Mel Gibson, Sean Penn, Jason Momoa, or Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
Sean Penn.
yes.
Better choice. Tom Hardy is a better choice.
Yeah, he crushed it. I thought he was the best part.
In real life, how is it believed that Hugh Glass died? An attack by the Arikara, a bear attack, tuberculosis, or he disappeared and no one knows?
I believe it was an attack by the Arikara.
Yes, it was an attack by the Arikara. Mhm.
Yeah. He apparently, like, the world was pretty quickly, like, industrializing, and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna still be a fur trapper, and everybody was like, hey, don't do that, and he just did it, and yeah, he died.
Yeah, makes sense. He died like 10 years later, 1833, I think it said.
Yeah, he also, like, was on a quest for vengeance, but he didn't have a son. His son was not killed. He didn't have like a half Native American son at all. He just wanted his rifle back. Like they took his rifle, and he was like, "That's mine."
Like a child.
Yeah. So like,
that's my toy.
He like found them, and they were like, "Oh shit, you're alive? Okay, yeah, here's your rifle." And he was like, "All right, we're good." It's like forgiveness. Yeah. So like, they just pulled this story out of their ass.
I love it. I love that for them.
Yeah.
Many consider The Revenant a remake of the film Man in the Wilderness. Who starred in Man in the Wilderness? Robert Redford, Richard Harris, Clint Eastwood, John Wayne.
Go Robert Redford.
You're wrong. It's not Robert Redford.
Richard Harris?
It is Dumbledore himself, Richard Harris.
Wow. Cool.
Well, that was Act Trivia. Act Trivia!
Oh shit, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said,
irregular.
I sat down and I wrote a little ditty.
I also wrote a little ditty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what else I have?
Is it a pick to flip?
I have a pick to flip.
Bobby, I'm going to kindly ask you to flip that shit.
Oh, Andy, I would love to absolutely do that for you. So why don't you call it while it's in the air?
Heads.
It is heads. That's amazing. How did you do that?
Thank you.
Oh.
The Resident Evil merchant.
Nice.
Resident Evil 4, to be exact. I wrote a song, and I tried to keep in theme with this movie, like, it's just a guy on the road. So, God bless your soul, Robbie. So it's just like an acoustic and a guy, and that guy is me.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I got a guy off the street. God bless your soul, Robbie. And I don't know. I don't know if I like it, but it's a very old-fashioned song. So because I just explained it, I guess I'm going first.
Okay.
So my song is called "Coming for You," and not that kind of coming, Robbie.
I'm sorry. I thought I was giving you some JOI.
JOI. Some joy.
Hey, listeners, if you know what JOI is, why don't you comment down below and let Andy know?
I gotta know now. I have to know.
Don't look it up. Don't wait till the song's playing to look it up.
Okay.
And we can talk about it afterwards, because it's good. We know once you look it up, you're just not going to be able to stop.
Not gonna be able to. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, we'll find out. But what's the name of your song again?
It's called "Coming for You."
All right.
Not that kind of coming, Robbie. All right.
Yeah, it's weird that that's in parentheses.
All right, go ahead. I'll never stop coming for you. I said I'll never stop coming for you. No, I ain't never stop coming for you. I'll crawl to the ends of the earth, and then I'll limp to the ends of the earth, and before you know it, I'll be running, coming for you. I seen what you did to my boy, and now I'll never know real joy, and I will never stop coming for you. No, I'll never stop coming for you. I said I'll never stop coming for you. No, I'll never stop coming for you. Everything I'd done to survive, all that I'd done just to stay alive, I did it all so I could kill you. They say I done been dead for weeks. They say my body's far too weak, but I made it here just to take your life. Yeah, I'll never stop coming for you. No, I'll never stop coming for you. No, I'll never stop coming for you. I've crawled from the depths of hell to make damn sure that you fell by my hand, so I could have my revenge. No, I'll never stop coming for you. I said I'll never stop coming for you. No, I'll never stop coming for you. That's my song called Coming For You.
I like it.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just, maybe it should be a little shorter, but.
No, I thought it was really good.
Thanks, man.
Now, the important thing is, did you look up what JOI meant during the song?
I did not. I don't think it's what you're talking about, because it's like, oh, it's JavaScript.
Nope. Not what I'm talking about.
It's also AI schlock, so JOI meaning. JOI can refer to a feminine name meaning happiness or rejoicing.
Yep. I can do that.
Oh, I scrolled down. Jerk off instructions.
There you go. There you go.
Why would you need instructions?
Andy, sometimes I get lost. Like one time, I ripped the skin straight off.
Robbie, I'm calling the police.
Why?
Because what you said has truly affected me and made me feel unsafe. So you are under arrest. Oh, my goodness gracious, Robbie.
It's funny, when I saw the name of your song, Coming For You, I just kept singing the song by Weezer, Fallen For You.
Baby, I'm afraid I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Also about JOI.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that song, Robbie?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's just a pretty simple 3-chord little cowboy chord deal with
little old 3-chord U.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of falling for you by Weezer, that's good stuff, Robbie.
Look at that.
Yeah,
it all ties back together.
Wow. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. This movie didn't really inspire me like that, so it made me make a kind of a song that I'm not thrilled with. But I'm glad, I'm glad you liked it. I hope others like it, but just didn't really do it for me.
Well, I dig your song, so.
Thanks, man. Robbie, tell us about your song.
My song has a very long title. It's called If I Make It Down This Mountain. And I also may change the title of the song. But no, I'm not. I'm just going to stick to If I Make It Down This Mountain.
Okay,
so
it's not that long.
No, so that has nothing to do with anything. That was the full title. It's If I Make It Down This Mountain. I might change it to something else if I make it down this mountain.
Okay. Never mind. That's too long.
It is. I think I'm just going to stick to If I Make It Down This Mountain.
That's better. Yeah.
And not really much to say about it, I don't think, except that it goes like this.
If I get down this mountain, if I make it through the snow, even though my wife and boy are gone, I'm going straight home. If I make it down this mountain, I got revenge on my mind. Maybe we are all savages, 'cause we're all unkind. A pile of skulls prize. When I make it down this mountain, in spite of my men, to get through the forest, I'm doing what I can. A pile of skulls is all in vain. A pile of skulls in the Great Plains. If I make it down this mountain, if I get through the snow, even though my wife and boy are gone, I'm going straight home. If I make it down this mountain, in spite of a bear, I'm going back to the fort to find out who cares. A pile of skulls is all in vain. A pile of skulls in the Great Plains.
It's got a rather abrupt ending.
Yeah, it scared me.
Ah!
Yeah,
Wow,
that was good.
There's silence. Thank you.
Could I give one note?
No. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. Either bring down the guitar or bring up the vocals, because I had trouble hearing some of the vocals.
That was part of the point. No,
Oh.
yeah, no, that's a good idea.
But great stuff. I like the piano going on, that little musical interlude you had. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wrote that interlude, and as I didn't know what to do, I tried doing some lyrics over it, but I was like, I kind of just like the piano, just letting that kind of be the thing.
Yeah, let it
So,
rock, brother.
Yeah, that's what I did. And yeah, really not much to say.
I like the guitar. Do dee do do dee do. Like
It's
that.
it's funny. I actually wrote it on acoustic, and the acoustic guitar sounds nothing like the rest of the song. You can barely hear the acoustic guitar in it, but I thought it works.
I agree. I thought that was good.
Thank
It
you.
was very
Yeah.
good.
If I make it down this mountain, I'll be shocked because I'll probably be dead. They'll probably use me as a sled, just like in The Simpsons.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Robbie, what do we got going on next week?
Oh, Andy, I love when you ask me that question. I absolutely love it. It gets me going. It gets me rocking. It gets me socking. It gets me clocking, Andy. When you ask me questions like, what do we got going on next week? I love it. Man, I'm so excited that you asked me because every time I get asked that question, I just go on a tangent about how much I love that question. You know, have I told you how much I love that question? Have I told you?
You did just now. You did.
Okay, good. I mean, because every time someone asks me that question, it just gives me the quivers.
Interesting.
It gives me the quivers. It gives me the vapors. And you know what? It gives me a vapor tight fixture, a lighting fixture. Next week, we're doing Suicide Squad from 2016, the bad one.
Oh, good. Now we're doing that. For what reason, Robbie?
That is also a great question. I don't know.
It's in preparation for the Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah, because that's Marvel's Suicide Squad, in parentheses, we miss
Yeah.
James Gunn.
Yes.
Yeah.
We fucked up. Parentheses, we really goofed on this one. Yeah. That being said, almost irrelevant. I am excited for Superman.
Oh, me too. That is almost irrelevant, though.
Yeah, but it is James Gunn.
That's true. It is also James Gunn.
Yeah, so we're doing the bad Suicide Squad.
Bad.
Nice.
We're
That
also
is a
then
movie
we're doing another bad movie after that.
What movie's that?
Black Widow.
That's less
Yeah.
bad though.
It's not that much less bad.
I think after watching these back to back, we will notice that it is much less bad.
I think you will be surprised, and I think you will agree they were equal badness.
Okay, we will see.
Yeah.
And so will the listeners. Robbie, I believe that is a movie, Suicide Squad is a movie that we saw in theaters together.
Yep, we held hands, we shared a Coke,
Yeah.
and
2
then
straws,
they
please.
arrested us
Oh,
for bringing drugs into the theater.
Yep. He said 2 straws for snorting Coke.
Yep, they said, why would you admit that?
I said, okay, the police are on their way. We said, all right, we're going to catch the first couple minutes of the movie then. And they said, okay.
And then we watched it in prison on movie night. It was nice.
It was nice. Really fond memory.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you where you can get the music. You go to Spotify,
Excellent
Deezer,
idea.
Apple Music, wherever you get your music. And you type in The Royds, and you'll find a plethora of songs, collections, and others.
Plethora.
Plethora, yeah. But if you want
Plethoras.
everything, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com, and you'll find everything, including guest songs, bonus songs, everything, every song.
Everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
You
It's
want a
movie-
refrigerator? It's there.
I wouldn't say that, but it's a movie we covered, and we wrote songs about it, and it's on the Bandcamp.
That's true.
That's pretty cool. Robbie, you have another music streaming service that you maybe forgot to mention?
Kazam?
There you go.
You want
As is tradition.
You want to fuck up your family's computer?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Download the Royds, the Beatles, the Who, Limp Bizkit, Drift Away.
Okay. Well, you could also find all the music on YouTube. But Robbie will tell you a little more about the socials. Go ahead, Robbie.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, TheRoydsBand. There we are, there we be. Send us a message and you'll see we'll respond to it. Might take us a little while, but we will respond to it.
Yeah.
Request a movie, we'll do it.
Yeah. Might take a little bit, but we'll do it.
Send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Rate us, give us a 5-star rating and review. It
Yay.
helps me and you.
Yay. Yay.
Thank you everybody for listening. We're doing Suicide Squad next week.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I believe we'll see you later.
Bye.